You can use tuna cans to get half the size of a can. And a tea towel and a stool. So I'm going to put all these things aside. So make sure you have all those objects. You have your last chance to kind of go grab those things. All right. So I'd like to thank everyone for coming. This class is intended for UREC participants, plus my mom, because she was invited. So I'm going to encourage you to take a lot of water and move at your own pace. I'm going to give you plenty of options throughout the class, but if at any point you're like, I don't want to do that, feel free to take a breather, grab some water, maybe a little stretch, whatever you feel like you need. I actually can't play music during the class or else we can't post the class. So I would encourage you to play music for yourself because it's kind of weird when you're working out in silence. All right, so everyone's muted by now, and that's just to avoid feedback noises. But if you need any help or you have a question, feel free to unmute yourself and ask the question or put it in the chat and Lauren will read the question to me. So a lot of you have your cameras off and I actually can't help you with your form if you have your cameras off, but I know that a lot of us don't want to show what the inside of our house looks like, so I get it. And if you need to leave early for any reason, give me like a thumbs up, or there's a little virtual thumbs up you can post just so I know you're good and you're not just passed out on your living room floor. I don't know. And lastly, these classes have been designed specifically for UREC members. As with all exercise programs, to reduce and avoid injury, you'll want to check with your doctor before beginning any fitness program. By performing any fitness exercise, you're performing them at your own risk. UMB Recreation Services will not be responsible or liable for any injury or harm you sustain as a result of our fitness program, online fitness videos, or information shared on our website. This includes emails, videos, and text. We hope you have a great class. I should breathe when I read. All right. Oh, a nice little note. This is our first Everything But the Kitchen Sink class. So welcome everybody. All right, so we're gonna get started. So first you just need a little bit of space on the floor and you actually don't need any equipment at all. My head gets cut off when I stand. So just imagine my face here. So we're gonna start by standing and we're just gonna take a little step to the side and to the side. You can put your hands on your hips if you'd like to. So I know we can all tip side to side very fast, but I want you to take your time and find your balance. Start to feel a little bit of your muscles waking up. If you're feeling pretty good tipping side to side, maybe bring your arms out. Maybe tip a little further, hold, and bring it back. You can tip as far as you'd like to as it feels comfortable to you. So we're just starting to wake up our glute meads a little bit. Awesome, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands back to your hips. We're about hip distance apart for our feet. We're going to do a tiny squat and come back up. I'll show you from the sides, so a small squat and back up. Awesome, so we're focusing on pushing our hips back. Nice, you can bring your arms up overhead and bring them down by your side. Arms go overhead and come back down to your side. We're gonna go for 4 more. Big reach, 3, 2, and last one, bring your hands back on your hips. From here, we're gonna hinge, so it's like we're bowing forward, sending our hips back and coming straight up. So we have a small bend in our hips or in our knees and back up. Think about reaching the crown of your head far forward and your hips back. Awesome, remember this motion because we'll be doing it later. Let's go for 4 more. 3. Here's 2. And last one, I want you to step your left foot forward, step your right foot back so you're on a bit of a staggered stance. You can put your hands on your hips if you'd like to, or as we lunge down, you can send your arms over your head and bring them back down. Over your head and back down. Another option would be forward and back. So a push and a pull. 4 more. 3, 2, and last one, bring it down. We're gonna step forward. We're gonna put our right foot forward, our left foot back, so we're on train tracks. Getting ready for a lunge, hands can be on your hips, hands can go overhead or frontwards. Awesome, we're ready, we can lunge down, hands go overhead and pull them down. Pushing overhead and pull them down. Last 4, 3, here's 2, and last one, coming up to stand. Shake all the sillies out. A couple rotations. Awesome, coming back to the center. We're gonna start, so we're gonna grab whichever weight you'd like to start. So we're gonna be starting with a split squat. Maybe you grab your jug. Another option would be to grab anything heavy that you'd like. For my split squat, I'm gonna be holding the jug against my chest, however I'd like. Another option, if you're not feeling the stool, is to come back to that split squat we had before, so that little lunge. So when we lunge down, we come down, a little bit of a hold, and push straight up. If we're taking our chair here, we put our foot, we're gonna have to hop a little bit forward. Same thing, we'll stand tall, shoulders are down and back, lower down, and power right up. So when you're ready, take that right foot, put it back on your stool, grab your jug across your chest, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, come down and up. Lower down and up. Think about pushing deeply into that left foot as you power yourself up. Big push. Nice, let's do 4 more. Looks good. Here's 3. Here's 2. Awesome, and here's our last one. Take that right foot down, it goes onto the ground. Reach that left foot back, whether it's on the floor or on your stool. Take your weight so it's up by your side. When you're ready, take a deep breath in and exhale, come down and up. Driving through that bottom leg, think about pushing using your entire foot. Shoulders are down and back. Core is engaged, keeping us nice and tall. Here's our last 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. And here's 1. Oh, my stool turns. I didn't know that. Next time, make sure your stool doesn't turn. Grab your jug. We're going into a single leg RDL. So we're going to be stepping that right foot back. Our left foot is strong and long, a small bend in our leg. Our jug is in our right hand, and it's going to be going downwards. So we're hinging at our hips like we did in our warm-up. Your other hand can go out like an airplane, or it can come onto your hip. When you're ready, we can hinge. So we send our hips back as we hinge down to the flat back. Shoulders are back. We pull up. We're lowering down, hinging at our hips. That left leg is standing tall, and we're coming up tall. Shoulders are back. So feel the work in that standing leg to support you. Feel the work of your core as you're engaged to stay nice and long and come up tall. If you'd like to, you can sync your breathing. So you take a deep breath in as you go down and exhale to come up. Let's do 4 more. 3. Here's 2. And here's our last one. Switching to the other leg. Switch foot. Your left foot steps back. The jug switches hands. Arm could be on your hip or out to the side. It's entirely your choice. Same thing, we're coming back to that hinge. So we're hinging at our hips. That leg is straight and strong. And coming back up. Hinging at our hips. And back and up. Take a breath in. And exhale with power as you come up. Tucking your ribs, your core is strong and engaged. Let's go for 4 more. Here is 3, 2, and last one. You can ditch your laundry detergent for a minute and you can grab your towel, and this one's kind of fun. We're gonna be going through that round one more time and then we'll be moving to the floor. So take your towel that's in your hands. I have to roll mine because my ceiling is too low. So I will hit my ceiling if I don't roll it. So we're gonna be doing a towel slam. So I'll show you what that looks like. You're gonna take a deep breath in, you're gonna bring your towel over your head. As you slam it down, you're gonna exhale hard. So breathe in and slam it down. Take a deep breath in and slam it down. If you'd like to add some power, you can come up onto your toes, slam it down. Awesome, that looks really great. So set up your towel how you need it. We're gonna be doing 20 straight. So it's a bit of a cardio and a bit of a full body power here. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in to start. Cat on my tongue. Bring your towel up, come up onto your toes and slam it down. Slam, 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 that's 5, slam. Awesome, halfway there, here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a breather. And my visitor. Shake all the sillies out, grab some water if you'd like to. Piper did not like that. No, he didn't like it. So the slamming is almost similar to when you burn your toast. And then you have to slam the towel, you know, put the fire extinguisher out, all that stuff. It's not like I ever burn my food, ever. All right, so we're gonna be doing that same round again. Same thing. It's gonna be the split squat to start, single leg RDL, and then our towel slams. We've been doing anywhere to about 12 to 15 reps. We've been even on both sides, forgot to tell you that. So when you're ready, grab your jug. I found out my stool rotates, so I'm actually going to move to the ground instead. So we're starting with our split squat. Step that right leg back, so it's like you're on train tracks. When you're coming down, it's about a 90-90. Awesome, grab your jug, getting ready to start. Take a deep breath in, exhale it out, and coming down and up, down and up. An opportunity to add power if you'd like to is to drive off that bottom leg. Drive, totally optional. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one coming up. Shake the sillies out, step that leg back, so you have your left leg back, right leg forward. Readjust, reset. When you're ready, take a deep breath in, blow it all out, and lower down, and up with power. Shoulders are back and down. If you'd like to add that power, feel free. Here is 4, 3, 2, and last one coming up. Shake the sillies out. Single leg RDL, same jug if you'd like to. Stepping that right foot back, left foot forward. Same thing as before, but if you'd like to increase the misbalance, totally optional, you can lift that leg as you go down. Never said I was great at balance. When you're ready, getting ready to hinge at our hips, shoulders are down and back, core is engaged, ribs are tucked. Hinge at the hips, and come back up strong. Hinging at the hips, sending our hips back, coming up strong, nice. Squeezing the glutes at the top. Maybe testing out that balance, so taking a little bit of pressure off that right foot. Feeling our standing side work, feeling our core work to pull that muscle back up. Nice, here's our last 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. And last one coming up. Shake the feet, switch the legs. So left foot goes back. Right leg is now our standing leg and working. Switch your jug to the other side. Hands on your hips. Getting ready to hinge so we engage through our core. And when we're ready, send our hips back and coming up. Back and up. Think about reaching your head long like we did in the warm-up. Tailbone is reaching back. Ribs are tucked. And I hope that we're all breathing. Awesome. Here is our last 4. Here's 3. Core is engaged. 2. And last one coming up. Towel slam is coming up next. I'm feeling like we need to up the ante a little bit with the towel slam. So I'm going to encourage you to try lifting up high on your toes as you come up and then really slamming it down. I'm also, because I want to and nobody can interject with no audio on, we're going to do 30 towel slams this time. So 30 straight. Remember to listen to your body. If you're like, no way, Jose, Amanda, 30 is not for me. Stick with what's comfortable to you. So grab your towel, roll it if you need to. Piper is definitely going to jump in on this, so we'll just ignore her. Take a big reach up to the sky onto your toes and slam, 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 slam. That's 5. Slam. Big slam, power it down. Awesome. Keep pushing through. Remind to breathe. We have 20 left. Awesome. 15, halfway. And here she is. Here is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. The fire has been put out. Grab some water if you'd like to. We're going to be moving to the floor next. So if you need to adjust your camera, move it around a little bit, feel free. I'm going to put mine slightly down. And if you need to move anything out of the way, you also can. Like your stool. Up next is what I like to call the soup can flow. So take your soup cans, put them on either side of your mat. So I like to put them kind of here to the front and start to make your way down to the mat. I'll give everyone a couple seconds. All right, so your soup cans are just in a place where you can grab them. So they're going to be totally optional for all of these exercises. It just makes it a little bit tougher. We're going to be going into the soup can flow, which is a bit of shoulder work and some core work as well. So when you're ready, we're going to bring our legs out to the side. So they're in a kneeling position. Our feet are flat as if we're back against a wall. And our arm is forward and our hand is on our hip to start. So starting with side bridging, and you'll see how we add on to that. So we're on the floor, shoulder is back, head is back, feet are back, and our knees are all in one big line. I want you to take a deep breath in. As you exhale, I want you to send your hips up and lower them down. Send your hips up and lower them down. One last time, send them up and lower them down. So options to increase the intensity: step one foot forward, the other one slightly back, hand on your hip, and you have a full side plank. Another option, this is where we're going, so you can do this with bent knees or legs long. We're gonna grab that soup can, put it in front so you can grab it, pick your poison, coming up, grab your soup can. It goes out straight. This is not a rotation, where you reach it up and straight in front, so it's not a rotation. Up and in front, so we have a bit of a fly going on. Awesome, let's stay here. We're going to do 10 more. I want you to focus on your breathing, keeping your hips high, pushing down through the ground with your arm and your feet. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, Here's 2. And last one. Drop your soup can, lower your hips, come onto your belly. You need both soup cans for this. I'll be facing the ground, so I'm going to come up a few times to show you, but you're going to be face down with your soup cans in your hands. So your soup cans are going to be facing downwards, and they're going to extend out. So you're going to be laying on the floor. I'm going to show you upright. So you have your soup cans here. We're going to extend them out into a Y position, bringing them back in so they're in a W position. Extend them out into a T position and back into our W. So I'll show you one time on the floor. Forehead's on the ground. Feet are pressing into the ground. Pubic bone is pressing into the ground, and ribs are fully on the floor. We go into a Y, a W, a T, and a Y. When you're ready, find yourself on the ground. We're gonna go through 10 rounds of those Y, W, T, W. Awesome, we're gonna go for 9. For 8. That looks great. For 7, remember weights are totally optional. For 6. For 5, nice, squeezing the shoulder blades. For 3. For 2. And this is your last one. I want you to stay face down on the ground. We're going into an extension. Extension is on the ground. Your face is still down. You're forward. Arms are by your side. Soup cans are facing palms up. So this can be done kneeling if you prefer not to be face down. We're going to extend your arms back. So we're in a shoulder extension. Forehead's on the ground and lower down. I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together as you extend your arms back and bring them back to your side. I'm going to show you once on the ground. Forehead down on the mat, pushing your feet into the floor. Arms go back, extend up, hold, squeeze, lower down. Extend up, hold, squeeze, lower down. Nice, that's a tough one. It looks easy, but it's not that simple. If you haven't started already, let's get started. We're gonna be doing 10 of these. So we're squeezing those shoulder blades together. Getting ready, we're going for 10. For 9, so you're face down on the floor. For 8. Nice. For 7. For 6, squeeze those shoulder blades. For 5, awesome. Here's 4, 3, 2, and last one. Bring your soup cans to the front, push your hands into the floor, and send your hips back into child's pose. Coming in through, hinging your hips, bring your hips forward, send your hips back. A little bit of mobilization. We're gonna go for 3 here, for 2, and last one. Coming into full quadruped. If you want to, you can double your mat, or you can use that towel for a bit of cushion. Our hands and our shoulders, our arms are coming straight over our shoulders. Our knees are coming straight over our hips onto the ground. I want you to tuck your ribs. I want you to have your pelvis in a neutral position. So what that's like is if you tip yourself forward into that cow position and you tip your hips back, somewhere in the middle. Awesome. Tuck your toes. From here, you're going to push the floor away as if you're trying to push against a wall. Big, big push, and maybe your knees lift. So your knees lift to a hover. And lower them down. Push the floor away. Deep breath in as you breathe out. Push, lift your knees. And lower. Awesome. Tuck your ribs if you find they're flaring. Core is engaged. Pull your belly button to your spine. Push the floor. Deep breath in. As you exhale, lift your knees. And lower down. I'm going to give you some options to make it a little bit more interesting if you'd like to. As you push away, so push and lift, maybe start to take a bit of weight off of your right hand and a bit of weight off of your left hand. They don't have to lift, just a little bit of a hover. Bring it down, switch the other side, so a little bit of a lift. And lower everything down. So see how taking a little bit of weight and shifting it over to one side makes a little bit of a difference. Getting ready to push the floor away. Inhale, take a deep breath in and push and lift. Remember your options. If you'd like to, you can shift your weight to one side. Maybe you lift. Shift it over to the other side. Small lift. Back to the center and lower down. Let's do 2 more of that round. So pick whatever you prefer. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, push the floor away. Regroup, find yourself at neutral. When you're ready, lift. Switch the other side, lift. Back together and lower. We have one last one left. And don't worry, I haven't forgot about the other side. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, push the floor away and lift. Opposite side, lift. Opposite side, lift. Back to the center, we hold. And lower it down. You can send your hips back if you'd like to. Maybe you take a few hinges. Maybe you sit just in child's pose, your choice. So if you haven't noticed, we skipped one side of bridging. We have 2 sides. So setting up for our second bridge. And then we're going to roll through that little circuit one more time, but a little bit faster now that we know what we're doing. So feet are back as if they're against a wall. We have our arm down. Our chest is back and our head is back as if we're against a wall. Arm goes to your side. We're prepping first, so take a deep breath in. As you exhale, push your hips up and lower down. Push into the floor, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, push up. Lower down. This is our last one before we choose the way we'd like to do it. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, push up and lower down. Maybe you bring your legs long, so front foot goes forward, back foot goes back. Or maybe you stay here, it's your choice. Option to grab your soup can if you'd like to. Stagger your feet, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, push up. Grab your can, extend it in front of you, and bring it back. Extend it forward, and bring it back. Here's 4. I said 4, but that was a lie. We have like 8. Counting is really hard. Awesome. Now we have 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. And here's our last one. Bring it down. Grab both cans. Setting up for a Y. So hips are pushed down, feet are pushed down, forehead's on the ground. Hands are by your side. Palms are facing down. Go into a Y and a W. A Y, I'm too close to the couch, and a W. Y and W. Here's 4. 3. Here's 2. And last one, bring your arms down, palms are facing up. We have our extensions next. Extend your arms back, lift your chest slightly, and lower down. Lift and squeeze your shoulder blades, and lower down. Let's go for 7 more. Here's 6. Big squeeze your shoulder blades. Here is 4, 3, awesome. Here's 2, and here's our last one. And lower down, bring those soup cans forward. Coming into our child's pose hinges, so push your hips back and coming through. Push your hips back and back through. Here is 4. Here's 3, 2, and last one, coming back into quadruped. Arms are coming straight out of your shoulders, directly underneath. Knees are directly coming under your hips. Tuck your toes. Push the floor away. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. I'm going to give you another little option to add some intensity. So lift, step back, step in, lower down. So come back up, push the ground, lift, step back, in, lower. Awesome. Send your hips back. So we're lifting, push, step back, step in, lower. Another option is to flow through that without dropping your knees. Let's do that for 4 more. So step back, step in, back, in. Let's do 2 more. And here's our last one. And lower your knees down. Whew. Don't think that I forgot about that opposite side lift. When you're ready, push into the floor, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, push. Maybe lift opposite side, opposite leg. Switch the other side, opposite arm, opposite leg. And lower down. Let's do 4. Push, lift, opposite arm, opposite leg. Opposite arm, opposite leg. And lower. 2 more. Push and lift. Lift. Opposite side, lift. And lower. This is our last one. Push the floor away. Lift your knees. Opposite lift. Opposite lift. And lower all the way down. Maybe you take child's pose. Maybe you take a hinge. Good news is we still have one side left. Oh, I don't even remember what side I started on. Maybe it's this side. Oh, it's this side. Grab your soup can if you'd like to. We're pushing into the floor. We're setting up for our side lift. That was totally the other side. Setting up for our side lift. Arm is pushing into the floor, shoulders are back, or head is back as if it's against a wall, or feet are pressing back. When you're ready, take a deep breath in, push up, and lower down. Push up, and lower down. 2 more, take a deep breath in, blow out and lift. And lower, last one, up and lift. And lower. Totally optional, you can stay in that half lift, or you can put your feet long. So whichever side you haven't done yet, we're doing the other side. When you're ready, lift your hips up, grab your can forward, fly it back, and forward. Back, and forward, so it's not a rotation. Awesome, squeeze those shoulders. Here's our last 5. Here's 4. Here's 3, 2, and last one, drop the can, lower the hips down, and come back into child's pose or any little rest you'd like to. You can come up and shake all the sillies out. Feel free to grab some water if you'd like to. Good news is that we only have 1 round of work left. I guess the bad news is if you don't like bridging, sorry. So grab whichever weight you like. So I'm choosing this jug. It could be a book bag. It could be nothing. It could be your soup cans. It's totally optional if you want to use them. You don't have to use it at all. We're going into bridging. While you take a breather, I'm going to demo the bridging. So feet are flat on the ground. Shoulder blades are grounded on the floor. Arms are down by your side. And remember that extension we did earlier? Well, that extension is going to come handy when we're pushing up. So we're looking forward towards the ceiling. Chin nods slightly. Engage to your core. Send your hips straight up and lower down. Straight up and lower down. So if you've grabbed your water already and you're feeling recharged, you can join me on the floor. Feet are pressing into the floor. Shoulders are grounded. Collarbones are wide. Arms are pushing down. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your hips up. Lower them down an inch. Bring them right back up. Squeeze your glutes to the top. Lower down. Think about sending your knees forward through the wall. Let's do a little lower and lift. We're going to be doing it 8 more times. Here's 8. Here's 7. Here's 6. 5. 4. 3. Awesome. Level hips. 2. And last one, lower all the way down. Maybe sway your knees side to side. So things are going to get a little bit more interesting, and I want you to remember you can always come back to this first bridging we did. You can always come back here. You can hold your bridge. You can lower and lift, and that's a great exercise. To add some interest, maybe you grab some weight. You're putting it on your hip bones. So it's not on your belly. It's on your hip bones. A lot of people will put it right here. Like, oh, it hurts, I don't know why, because it's pushing out all your organs. When you're ready, place your weight, push into the floor. Shoulders are still stable. Collarbones are wide. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keep your ribs tucked if you notice they're flaring up. Try to bring them down. Belly button to spine. Let's do 4 more. Here's 3, 2, and last one. I want you to stay at the top. You can keep your jug if you'd like to, or you can ditch it. I'm going to ditch it so you can see what I'm doing. Arms are either on the jug or arms are down by your side. Extend one leg long. Bring it down and switch. Another option is to lift your toes for opposite sides. Whichever one you've chosen, it's up to you. Extend that leg if you'd like to. Keep that bridge. Squeeze your glutes, pushing through your shoulders. Collarbones are wide. We have 6 more per side. 5. Remember to breathe. 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. And this is our last one per side. Coming back to the center, lowering all the way down. Maybe you send your hips side to side. Maybe you squeeze one leg in. Maybe you squeeze the other. Your choice. Nice. One more round of bridging. Options to add a little bit more intensity one last time. So you can choose all of those options we've done before, or you can choose all the following options I give. Feel free to grab your jug if you'd like to. It goes on your hips. Press your feet into the floor, wide through the collarbones. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, send your hips up. Lower down to tap. Bring it back up. Squeeze your glutes. Lower down. Back up and squeeze. Your ribs are tucked. We're doing this for 5 more. Here is 4, 3, 2, and last one. Keep your jug if you'd like to. Ditch your jug if you'd like to. Arms by your side. Extend one leg long. The leg lifts up to the sky. We lower down, lift up, lower the leg, and switch. Leg extends, lift up, lower lift, lower down. So remember all those options we've had. Choose any of them if you'd like to. Awesome. This is a tough one, and it challenges your coordination too. Gotta remember all the steps. Let's do 2 more per side. Oh, I skipped a step. Extend the leg up, lower, lift, lower the legs down. We have 1 more per side. And last one. Lower that leg down, roll all the way down. Shake all the sillies out. Maybe you sway your legs side to side. Maybe you bring your knees inward. Whatever you feel like you need. The good news for me is I have extra time. Good news for you, bad news for you, I don't know. So our last exercise, our actual last exercise, I swear, arms come out to an A frame, so slightly forward. We're gonna bring one leg up to tabletop, other leg up to tabletop, knees pressed together. We're going to sway to one side, so we're rocking on our pelvis, not through our spine. Rotate your pelvis so you're coming towards the front of the room, tipping to the point that's comfortable to you. Both shoulders are on the ground. And bring it back up. Tipping to the other side, arms are in an A frame, tipping on our pelvis. Shoulders are both grounded, hips are moving. And back up. Tipping to the front of the room again. Inhale as you go down. And exhale as you come back up. Option to add intensity, lengthen your legs. Tip over to one side. Shoulders stay. Come back up. Tip to the other side. Shoulders are grounded. And come back up. Let's do 4 more total, not per side. So 2 more per side. Tip. Last one per side. And back to the center. Last one here. And we are done. Lower your feet down. You put your knees together if you'd like to. Maybe you sway your legs side to side. Awesome. Bringing one leg up. We're going to bring it across our knee. So we're in a figure 4 position. You can stay here if you'd like to, or you can reach through and grab your leg. If you'd like to, you can extend your leg up to the ceiling, so we're in the full figure 4. Try to keep those shoulder blades down. And breathe. Awesome. That went a lot faster than I thought it would, talking to myself. And switching legs, lowering all the way down, other foot comes down. Figure 4 position. Notice that one side's a little bit different than the other. Option to reach through. Option to extend, totally up to you. So our leg is just above our knee. It's not on our knee. And breathe. Great job today, everybody. And lower down. We did get visited by every single pet, which was nice. We're going to be coming up. So to come up, you can either roll to one side and push up, or you can grab one leg and come up. Awesome. We're going to come into a bit of a staggered stance. So one foot's pushing into our leg, our other foot's going back. We're going to swoop across and reach. And if you're heading out, this is my little wave. I see a couple of you on your way out. So swoop and reach, swoop and reach. So we're opening up through that side. And we're going to flip legs. So one foot forward, other foot back. Ready for that swoop and reach. So swoop across and reach, swoop and reach. Big reach, opening up through that side. Reach and open. Last one, swoop and reach, coming forward. We're gonna come into quadruped. From here, you can step your feet back and lift your hips over back into a downward dog. You can pedal out your feet. Lift and lower on your toes if you'd like to. We're gonna walk our hands to our feet or our feet to our hands, whatever you prefer. We're gonna roll up slowly with a big shoulder roll at the top. We have a couple of arm stretches. I'm gonna go on my knees so you can see me. Take one arm, bring it across, bring it in. So you can go above or below the joint. So you can go here or here, your choice. So we actually did a lot of shoulder work with that soup can flow. It was kind of hidden in there, but it's a tough one, especially pushing the floor away. We did a lot of glutes. And now we got a little bit of everything, some core. Bring it down and switch. That was my intention. If you have any props that you're like, how can I use this to exercise? Let me know, and maybe next time we'll use them. And switch, bring your right arm on your back. You can push or you can pull, so it's overhead as long as your ribs are tucked and not flaring. So I'm only on my knees so you can see me. Even then, my little head's cut off. And switching to the other side, so left arm goes up, push or pull, your choice. And shake it all out. We're gonna go into a bit of a hamstring stretch standing. So we step one foot slightly back, one foot forward, and we hinge forward.